Okay guys, so we're storing the data for all the mails that the user has received, for all the mails that user has received. So we'll be all using creating an another context file, this for which are purely gonna be used for our mails, for doing anything with our mails. So we are gonna use that for it, for the mails. So basically it's gonna be a very long file because we are obviously having a lot of, first of all we have to sort out the mails, then you'll get this later. So first of all, let's the same way which we did it with the context, let's create an new file, name it mail context.js. Then inside of a inside of a mail context.js, what we'll do is first of all we have to create an we'll say const mail context is equals to create context, auto import from React, from React. Then we are gonna create a function to use it, export function, use mail context, then it's gonna return, and it's gonna return use context to of our mail context, right? Import our use context from React. So here now we are gonna have a provider, so we're gonna say export function mail context provider, again it's gonna accept children, and then it's gonna return mail context provider dot no okay so provider has to be, one second, let me check. So I think it should be mail context dot it should be so it has to be mail context dot provider, which has a value of value which you're gonna create soon, and then here we're gonna render our children. So children, and here let's create a const value equals to an empty object for now, right? Save that, and now let's go back to our index.js, and here let's write mail context provider, and import also mail context provider. Okay, this way, so hopefully it should be working. So now to get that data, so now let's create, first of all let's create some new states that which we are gonna store all our mails. So first of all we'll create two. First we create a state of const received mails, set received mails equals to use state of an, it will be an array. So for so the value is gonna be an array, so it will be initially also it's gonna be an empty array. So one thing I was thinking about, later on we are gonna change it to on-screen mails. So should I do it now or wait for it? So how okay, so for now I'll keep it to be as a received mails only. Then okay, we'll change it to, okay, we'll do that way. So what we'll do is we'll create another use state which will be the on-screen mails, basically what the mails that should be displayed on the screen for now on the screen. So for example, if the user in the primary tab, then the primary mail should be displayed, right? So we have to so those will be the on-screen mails. So here also we'll then set on-screen mails equal to use state of an empty array. So now let's first get the data. So what we say is, first of all we'll write inside of a use effect, so import it there, and we'll do it once our data gets once our component loads. So here first of all we need our current user, so we'll say const current user equals to use local contact, right? Save that, use effect, and then here we are gonna have a db. Inside of our db, one second, yeah, here we're gonna have a db. Inside of db.collection, you're gonna get received mails. You're gonna get received mails, and then here we're gonna then inside of our first of all we're gonna get inside the received mail. Then you're gonna get the doc of the document of current user dot email. Like if there is an email, if there would, if any, if the like basically if the current user is the logged in user, so if there any mails related to the on screen on the logged in user, then it will get that data, right? And then we say here dot collection, let me check what name I gave there. Go to Firebase, received, we are doing received mails, right? Mail, okay, it's mail, right? Yeah, so avoid spelling errors. I'll just copy this here also, received mails, and here we'll have, it was singular plural, okay, singular mail, we'll write mail here, and then we're gonna say dot order by, I think, yeah, order by, okay, let's leave order by, we don't need order, we won't do order by for now. So here we'll say dot on snapshot. Basically I'll explain you what is this. So dot on snapshot, it will have a parameter called snapshot, then an arrow function. Then we want to set our received mails to be snapshot dot docs dot map, then we'll get in doc here, doc parameter, so which, and then we are gonna set our yeah, set received mail. So doc, we're gonna set doc dot data, whatever the data is. So basically what this means is dot on snapshot is basically a listener, so it is always active on your screen, and whenever a data changes in your database, for example you receive a mail, the data is gonna change there, right? So it will listen to that and it will automatically update that value. So it passes a snapshot, then inside we are mapping through it, and for each data we are basically setting that, and whenever, and we need to add this as a dependency, because whenever the current user changes, we obviously want to change, we want to again re-enter this code and again check what again check the condition, right? So this is how it works. So now we'll so this is the receive mails. So if we console log our receive, let's see do we get some receive mails or not. So console log received mails, receive, let's save that, go to your application, not this one, this application, open and inspect, click on console. Are we getting something? Okay, let's refresh. We should get something most probably. Let's say okay, empty array initially, it's empty. Okay, we get an error. No, we don't get any error. Okay, we actually don't get anything. Okay, so it's empty till now. Okay, let's check why that happened. So okay, we said received mails. Okay, so this user haven't received any mail, right? So there's no, like this we haven't sent any mails to ourselves, like this app, this ID hasn't received any mails till yet, right? So there's no, this, as you can see, there is no document of with the logged in ID. Logged in ID in our case is Pulkit123. So let's send our mail to ourselves. Let's type subject, no, it's recipients, right? So subject anything here, then okay, let's send it. Let's open our inspect. Okay, so still we don't have anything. Why is this so? It should not happen, right? So if you go to our Firebase, inside of our received mails, let's refresh here. Okay, it's in empty still. Okay, we are getting Pulkit123. Are we rendering through mail? Okay, so it should be mails here, right? As you can see, like it's singular, right? So it has to be mail. Now I think we should get some data. So let's refresh our application. So now let's check, do we get some data? And as you can see, we get this data. So this is the subject which just sent which was just sent to us, and as you can see, we only, like basically there are two. Now this is the, now if I just notice here, if I'll just type something here, recipients of my name, here subject test 2, then this is, I'll just type anything. Now if I open up inspect, if I, okay, it will, okay, now you can see, okay, let's do it this way. If I click on send, it will immediately check that and immediately return another array. So it's basically, it's always listening to you. You don't have to refresh to check another mail, it will automatically display it for you, so you don't have to, like, basically so you don't have to refresh for it. That is what the snapshot was doing. I told you, like, this thing. So the we don't have to refresh just because it's snapshot. It always take care of the mails, right? So the next thing you want to do is first of all, now we want to go through all of our, now we want to display all the mails that we have, right? So what we do is first of all, let's set our received mails to be, for now what we'll do is our on-screen mails is gonna be only received mails for now. What I'll do is use effect. So inside of this use effect, I'll just set the on-screen mails to received mails, right? And then add a dependency here, and then okay, I'll do this too quick. Okay, it's ask received mail, and then here let's add an on-screen mail to save that. Now what I'll do is basically, now let's get this value first of all, right? So we'll go to, we don't have, yeah, so we'll go to our main, inside of our main we'll get this value. So here we'll get this value, const on-screen mail is equals to use what was the name there, use mail context. Okay, we're gonna say use mail context, this thing right here. Yeah, we're gonna say this, and now let's console log our on-screen mails. So on screen mails, save that. Let's see what do we get. So inspect console, let's refresh one more time. Now as you can see, few errors, somewhere I might have wrote task name, no problem there. So as you can see, we get these two, we have, the user has received only 2 mails, so we don't want to render all of these mails, right? We want to only render these 2 mails, only the 2 mails that the user has received, right? So what I'll do is first of all, I'll go here, I'll remove all of this. So what I'm doing is, as we know, received mail is an array with 2 values. So what I'm saying, received mails, on-screen mail, sorry, on-screen mails dot map. Basically what this means is, for example, get it this way, for example, this is an on-screen mails are these, on-screen mails are having value of subject and mail, for example, it has mail 1 and then mail 2. Okay, this might get confusing. I'll open my inspect. So basically what does this means is it will map through this array, right? It will, like, it's like an array, so it will map through it. Like, it will first of all check the first object. So what is the first index? So what is the first index? This index. So it will first check this index, and okay, I'll tell you, and then what it'll do is, I'll tell you now. So now it will get an mail, and then we get an index. So here we say, okay, not this, we're gonna return our mail, right? We're gonna return our mail. So basically what this means is every time you find an index inside of this array, again and again do this thing. For example, there are 10 index, then it will repeat this code 10 times. If there are 100 index, then it will repeat this code 100 times. If there is 0 index, then it will repeat the code 0 times. This is what this basically means. And there we want to give an key of index. And what this mail basically means is it has got this value, like each of this mail contains this value mail. For example, if you want to get the subject, then it's for it will get the, you have to do mail dot body, mail dot category. For each time it's gonna be doing that, right? Hope you get that. So if we save this, now we should see only two mails now instead of this whole lot of things. Okay, let's refresh. Okay, as you can see, we see two mails. If I send another mail to myself, okay, let's get my email address. If I send an email to myself and say hello, this is not the real mail, this is not my real email, guys. So here, if I just click on send, okay, send mail sent, as soon as the mail is sent, one more data is created, right? So it basically is mapping through that data, and for every single index it's repeating the code, right? So now the next thing we want to do is we wanna don't hard code it. It depends on whatever the value is inside it. For example, 3 arrays. So right, the first array should be like there's a value, these should be the values of each of them, right? So for that, what we'll do is so it allows you to get the data. So the mail you see, so it has the value for each one of that. For example, mail, so it has the mail contains all the value for the first array, for the 0, first, second, third array. So if you wanna, basically it has the value. So if I say data, so if I wanna send the subject here, so for the subject it's gonna be equals to let's do body here. Body equals to mail dot body, and right, so these are basically, we are passing the props there. So if we get this, okay, why do we have an error? Okay, so it was just in lag. So if we get the, if we take this as in props, if we get this value as in props, and if we console log it, then we should see our body return body coming up in 3 different values. If we inspect, so it should be in 3 different it should not be an array. As you can see, it is within 3 different variables. So it basically, it's mapping through the code 3 times. Like first of all, if we do the 0th array for first array, for second array, it will automatically get the data for first, second, third, and like for the first index, 0, second index, third index, it will automatically do that. I hope you get that, right? So now I think so you get that. Now we can start like getting our data. So what I'll do is I'll pass my data here. I'll say data equals to mail, right? So here I'm just gonna get my data. Yeah, so here now what our data has, what all things that data provides. So it provides us okay, yeah, so it provides us ID, a category, like it has a category. So we don't need category to be displayed. We need recipients to we need the sender name, subject, and the body to be displayed. These 3 things we want to be displayed, right? So what we'll do is we'll go back to this, and where we are having this, so here the sender's name should be, so here we'll say let me get that thing. So here the sender name. So what we'll say is data, instead of doing this way, we'll say data dot sender name. Instead of saying in subject, we'll say data dot subject, and instead of this we are gonna say data dot body, right? Save that, and now let's go back to our application. Wait for something, or else we'll refresh. As you can see, the data suddenly changed, right? The hello, like all of these data, the body is different, the text subject is different, everything is different, right? So if you open an iConcatenate tab and log in with a different account, so let me open my local 3000. Okay, so I got this error. So one thing also we need to do is here, as you can see, it's user. So currently, like the reason of this error is because currently the user is not here. Basically, user is not logged in. So still, but it is automatically gonna check that. It will automatically get the data from the Firebase. But the reason of the error, what does the error says? The error says cannot read property of email of none. Basically, their email doesn't exist current user dot email. Current user is not there. We are not currently logged in, right? So current user dot email doesn't exist. So if it doesn't exist, it will automatically throw up an error. So and we only want to check that data if only current user exists. So what we say, if current user dot email exists, then only you have to go through all of this data. Now if we save this, we should not have any errors. So let's say a refresh. Okay, we need to do for multiple places also. We need to do, okay, so for now we are okay, so we need to do it here only for now. Okay, and let's refresh. If current user, so if let it be if current user exists. So now let's refresh. As you can see, now it works. So it is not basically getting that data, right? So that's good. So now let's create an account of Clever Fox AACD. So here email is to be, let's keep test1@gmail.com, password of Pulkit, and here also Pulkit. Sorry for that. Yeah, so here Pulkit. Let's create, and now we are logged in. Great, we are logged in. And okay, so now let's send a mail. Let me bring it side by side. Where is this? Yeah, not this. Where is our another this thing here? So let me bring these both side by side. I know these are not responsive anyway, so let me do it full screen only. These are not responsive. So if I get this thing here, if I get my email from this side, pulkit123@gmail.com, and go to there, go to that side. So let's do one thing, subject, and subject to be subject test body. Let's save that. Let's send it into promotion updates. Let's send that mail sent. And as you can see, we get that mail as Clever Fox ACD test and test body. That means this is now perfectly working. Now the next thing we want to do is we want to sort this mail out into primary, social, promotion, and important. So basically, okay, before that, first let's display sent mails. Like if the user is clicked on send, then we only want to display our sent mails, right? We don't want to display the mail sent by this user. We only want to display that all those mails. So to do that, first let's send a mail to anyone and subject of anything, so that we know it's working. Let's send that. Okay, it's sent now. So let's work on that thing now. So the way we do it sent is, first of all you have to get those sent mails. So first of all we need to create another state which says sent mails, right? And now we'll just copy this, paste it here. And if I open up my Firebase once, okay, straight it might find up an error anyway. So here I'll get the sent mails. So if current user exists, sent mails, current user dot email, and what's the next thing I gave there? It's plural of mails plural, and here I'm gonna set my sent mails. And let's console log r sent mails, right? Sent. Let's see how does that looks. Open up your application back, open your inspect console. Let's refresh. This one. Okay, as you can see, why do we have 5 mails? Do we send these mails to 5 people? I don't think so. Let me check. So sent mails 1. Okay, what Pulkit 1 2 3. Okay, so we have 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, that's working fine. That's one. We might have, if we send to another guy, send. And if I open up my application back and as you can see these are 6 sent mails now, right? So that means it's working. So the next thing we want to do is first of all we want to see that what has user clicked on. So if the user has clicked upon sent, basically is currently on sent, then what we'll do is we'll just set the on-screen mails to the received mails, to the sent mails, right? That's the only thing we need to do. We don't need to now change anything inside of our mails also, right? So okay, we have one thing also left. Before we begin with that, what we do is if let's go to our mail.js. So here inside of our mail, one second, yeah, so inside of our mail, if class name, yeah, so here what we say is, here we again do string concatenation, it's gonna be mail, then if data dot read is triple equals to false, basically not equals to false, then we wanna then the mails are unread, basically it will get a dark kind of a color. If we save that, now everything should have a dark color now. As you can see, the color changed. The next thing we wanna do, whenever the user clicks on this mail, they should, now this thing should update the state, the red false is received mails are always true. So if you go back to sent mails, so now this thing should update to, wait, I am in received mail or sent mails. Sent mails, pulkit123 mail 123@gmail.com. Why are sent mails true? Okay, sorry, it should be received mails, yeah. So if let's check this guy, yeah, then if we check, so we wanna update this to true. If I update this to true, just notice that it won't get a dark color there. As you can see, now this color changed. So just the other thing we want to do is we wanna basically basically check the data, like basically what I'm saying basically like update the state to false, right? So what we'll do is we'll go back here, I'll create another function, we'll name const update red equals to an arrow function, and then here we say if red doesn't exist, if update red no, what I'm saying, if data dot red is triple equals to false, then what we wanna do is we wanna, one second guys, what is this send trend, one second, I'm doing something. Okay, yeah, so here I'll do db, here I'm gonna say db dot collection, right? db dot collection received mail, let me go back to Fiverr just to avoid spelling errors. So here received mails, db dot collection dot received mails, okay, it's not double equals to, it should be triple equals to, yeah, db dot collection dot received mails dot doc current user, we don't have that for now, let's import that. So we say const current user equals to use local context, save that, import that. Then we say dot collection, what is the collection, what is the name of the collection of this for received mail? So it is mail, right? So dot receive mail, then inside of the doc should be, the doc we want is to be data dot id, that is a doc that we wanna update, right? So now here doc dot id, data dot id, right? Yeah, data dot id. Now we say dot update so we wanna spread all that data we have for now, keep all the data, but instead of that just update the red to be true, and now save that and just add an on click of update red here, on click equals to update red, save that. Now I think so it should work, let's see if it does that work or not. Let's refresh. Okay, that it appears up our loading loading animation. So if I click on it, let's see if it works or not. Click. Okay, click now. It's working. Perfect. It's working now. Yeah, that's great. So now if it's working, great. So if it now it's working, so now we can now send the data to like we can basically we can like what I saying, yeah. So basically like we can filter out data depending on the sent state or inbox state. If it's on social, then social, promotion, important, import. First let's do with a sent. So the way we do is key. Also one more thing, if you go back in home.js, show mail and view mail is equal to true. Okay, yeah. So here yeah, so here what do we want is ki whenever the where is our this use local sidebar, so inside of a sidebar. Okay guys, so to achieve like to to sort out the mails basically from depending on whatever the user is on, if he wants on, if he's clicked on, like basically if he click on social, then the social mail should be, or send mail should be displayed. So what we'll do is ki first of all we'll create an state const we'll create an state. What we can name this is what can we name this? What I've given in my original state, I've given it mails type. Okay, let's give it mails type, set mails type equals to use state of an empty string in of primary as an initial value. So now we are gonna create an use effect which depends on our mails type. Basically whenever the mails type changes, mails type, so whenever they change it, it will re-render the code written here. So now here we will check if mail type triple equals to primary, then what we want to happen is key, then we'll create then we'll filter out the mail. So what we'll do is key, we'll let array, this is the way how you filter out an array, like basically. So now what we'll do is key, we'll say received mails dot filter. So basically it will filter out the mails, it will return an event, not event, basically any values you can say, yeah. So here what we'll say, will return only those whose e dot category matches equals to primary. So basically all the values of this mail, okay, mails type, it should be mails type here, right? So basically, and also we're going to add receipt mails here. Receive mail has to be a dependency also here, because receive mail changes, then you have to re-enter this code, right? So basically whenever basically what is doing is key, all the value of the array will be only those whose the value of the array will be whatever the values in array will be only all those index will be whose index, what I'm saying, okay. So for example, we have received mail has a bunch of categories for promotions, primary, updates. So what it will do is it will remove all those categories that are not of primary, it will take all those categories that are of primary and put that value inside of this array scope. So what we'll do is we will console log array for now, just to check if it works or not. Let's go back to our application. We can close this. Let's go back, open our inspect console, let's refresh. So yeah, we see a sent here, and as you can see, we see, okay, is it the right one? So okay, okay, it's primary. Let me do one thing, I'll go ahead and say primary. I'll do this. Now if I save this, go back to my application, let's refresh. Let's refresh. Now let's see sent initially. Okay, primary are 3. Okay, primary are 3, both of you will be prime. Okay, so I got a category of primary, category of primary, category of primary. Great. So basically now when that happens, what we'll do is we will set our on-screen mails to be primary, to array, right? So like it's working basically, right? So we'll set this to array, and we can remove this console log here and even this thing here, right? So now if we save this, if we save this thing right here, go back to our application and refresh. First of all, let's refresh. Now I think so. Okay, what? Okay, so it just lagged. Okay, yeah, so something's coming up. Okay, as you can see, we only 3 mails. If I send another mail to myself, and I'll send this inside of social. Okay, 1 2 3 subject hello, and then if I send this inside of promotions, let's see, send mail, send, nothing comes up. Let's send another mail to inside of primary. Let's send it, and as you can see, it comes up. That means it's working perfectly, it's working properly, and it's working properly basically, right? So now we have sorted the mail into primary. We'll do the same thing with social, promotions, and important, right? First of all, what we'll do is we'll also add an another if. So we'll add an if here. So if mails type is equals to sent, then we'll set our on-screen mail to be sent mails, right? And we also have to include our sent mails here. We'll do that also here. So we'll just copy this thing here, Control C, Control V, Control V, Control V. So for promotion, if it is promotions, then we are gonna filter out promotions from there. Let me check what it is wrote, the spelling of promotion category. Okay, it should be, I think, promotions. It should be, if it is of social, then it has to be social here, and here updates, set on screen mail to be updates. Great. So the next thing we're gonna do is we wanna set change this value. So what we'll do is we'll pass this value first of all. Now first of all, we go to our sidebar, nav.js. We'll get this value from there, go up, and here get this const use mail context, save that, import that, and then if a user clicks on set active. Okay, so here what we're saying, what we'll do is update primary active. We're gonna create a function const update primary active and arrow function. Then what we'll do is equals to this. Yeah, so what we'll say here is we'll say set mails type to be of primary, and set even this set active to inbox, right? Set active to inbox. Perfect. So here we'll say update primary active, right? Yeah, so here we'll similarly we'll create another one. So here const social primary active as small. Here we're gonna get social, and there also you're gonna say social, right? We'll just add here inside of this thing where we have Okay, where are social, this is set active. Okay, sorry, this is sent, not social, it will be sent. So sent active, we'll just name it, what is this, yeah, just name it sent active. So copy this, go back down, instead of saying this, save it sent active, and now mail context I will being sent, right? Perfect. So now let's refresh, hopefully it should work. If it does not work, let's see, but let's okay, wait for this. Okay, if I click on send, and as you can see we got more mail, that means it's working. If I send another mail here, G Pulkit 71, not this one, to myself I have to say, okay, if I send to anyone, I'll just send it, and as you can see the mail got added here, but the number of mails remain same here, right? That means it's working perfectly fine. So next thing also we want to do, if the mails type is equals to send, okay, we have a small issue here. What before that we go to sidebar nav button, and we just say inside here active triple equal, just say small sent here, set active, just put it small sent, yeah. Now that's fine, it should, yeah, okay, it's fine now, yeah, that's fine now. Inbox sent, perfect. So the next thing also we want to do, if the mail type equals to send, then we don't want to show this thing, these tabs, right? So what we'll do is we'll go back here, we'll go to our, we just copy this first of all, set mails type, we'll go to our main, and from there we'll get our set mail type also. We can remove this console log. Here what we can do is we can say mail types, not, okay, it should be mails type, if mail type is not if mail types is not equal to sent, then only you have to render all of this code. Just copy all of this and paste it inside here, right? Save that. Now that should work most probably. Inbox send, okay, it does not work, so actually let's refresh once for a second. We get this, fine. Okay, let's click on send. Okay, it does not work. So what is the issue? Is triple if mails type is not equal to sent, then only if it is equals to sent, then you don't have to render this, right? So if you go to mail context, how are you doing this? It's mails type, what we are saying there, mails type, right? It's mails type sent, that's fine. Mails type, go to mail context, mails type, yeah, that is fine. The spelling is not an issue. So if mail types is not triple equal to send, then you don't have to render this. If we say it this way, is triple equal to send, then if it is triple equal to send, then render empty div and just close it, or if that is not the case, then render all of this, right? You can remove this, save that. Okay, still does not work, refresh. Okay, loading. I click on send. Oh, it's still not. Why is this happening? Let me console log this thing once. We are doing it correct, right? Yeah, we are doing it probably correct. If sent, if it is triple equal to send, then you have to display this. Okay, if we say, if we console log our mails type, let's console log that. What do we get it? So okay, so for some reason we are getting mails type to be undefined. Okay, so okay, the reason, okay, I got the reason why it's undefined. So the reason is because we are also because we have to send it, we have to pass the value also. That was the reason it wasn't working. Now it should work. Okay, let's refresh. It should most probably work now. 90% chance it should work. Let's see, click on send. It's working, correct. Great. So now since it's working now, what the next thing, let's do with the social, like set this value according to social, primary and all of this stuff. Let's work upon that now. So we'll go back to our main. So we need a set mails type 2, set mails type 2, set mails type. Yeah, so now we're gonna set our whenever the user clicks on this, okay, what we'll do is we'll const update. What we can do here is yeah, so let's do this way, const update active, then it will accept the parameter called text, and then we're gonna return an arrow function. Inside of this we are gonna say set mails type to be text and set active to be text. So since both, let's go back to this app here and let's change this to small u, small s. Okay, let's leave it as it is. What I'll do is I'll go back here, local text, global text, global, you can guys, I know these names are pretty much weird, you can give the names according to you. Global text, so local text, I'm gonna set mails type, local text is gonna be here and global text is gonna be to a set mails type globally, which for all of the states. So what I'll do is const on click, I'm just gonna say update update active to the text is, so now it accepts two parameters. So first is primary, and then another one would be a capital one, primary, right? I'll do this for everything. And here, okay, so here since both are capital, you can give both to be social. Let's do that with both social. Then okay, so here also both are capital. Okay, does not, so that does not make much sense. Anyways, we'll do that. So here update active, here also updates, save that. Now hopefully our mail should be get sorted out. So okay, it's working now. Let's check with, first of all, let's check with our primary. So pulkit123 @recipients subject hello. Let's click on send. Mail sent, we got another one. Let's make both of those red, correct. So let's now do same thing with our social. Let's send some mail to social. Okay, it has not to be search here. I mistakenly wrote search, it should be social there. And yes, I'll send a mail there. Okay, so we don't get any mails inside of social. That okay, let's check with primary. I must be some spelling issues, no problem. Okay, it will obviously not come because I'm writing that category. I'm writing the social. The category has to be not go to context.js. Category has to be social. Socials. Correct spelling, right? Most probably. Go back to our application. Click on compose. Do we have socials now? We don't have it. Okay, let's refresh. Hopefully, I think so. That if we click on receive mail gpk mails. So why does this guy only have, yeah, this one. So here the mail is primary, category primary updates, promotion, primary search. As you can see, it was search, right? If I change this to from here, I'll just change to social. Socials, no, what is the spelling? Socials, yeah, this thing, update. And if I go back to social, okay, this is not still there. SOC, okay, it should add single S maybe, singular maybe, yeah, it has to be singular. So if I go to, so here also I have to update it, okay, and so social, SOCIAL, yeah. Now hopefully it should work. Let's refresh once more. Then once we are done with this, we are almost done with the application. So here we say okay, let's copy this, subject anything here, let's send this to show, not promos, social. Let's send this to, we get another mail, as you can see we got another mail. Okay, let's test it once more just to be double sure. Okay, we are getting promotions. Let's check with the promotions. Promos. Okay, we are getting promos. Let's check with the important, and here let's copy, paste, send. Do we get something? Okay, so important is not working. So let's check what is the reason behind that. If you go back to our mail context, how are we filtering that out? Okay, so it has to be not updates. Okay, so how, okay, it is important there, right? So if I go back to social, primary, promos, social, updates. Okay, so the updates, the way I am filtering out is updates. So the mail type should be updates, right? So updates, update here inside of our main.css, it updates. Wait, what I'm saying there, updates there. Okay, fine. Mail context.js updates also here. Then what's the issue? We are making this updates here. What is the value there? Okay, let's try once more. Okay, I got that. I by mistakenly sent that to social instead of changing to updates. So updates is also working. Fine, that's great. So since everything is working, now the next thing we could do is so since we are done with this, I think we can work on rendering our mails now. No, the last thing, we are done. We still left, the thing we are still left is rendering this based upon the unread mails, right? So if it is 0, then 0 new, right? So now let's work on that. Okay guys, so to make these things like look let's start with this, making rendering our unread mails. So the way we are going to do is, first of all we'll go to our application. Inside of, let's close everything and open again. So inside of context, first of all, okay, so now for example here we have like there are the 4 places where we need different unreads. One is the inbox, which will be after all of the unread mails in primary, social, promotions and important, all those unread mails, and then unread mail only in primary. Like for example, how many unread mails are there primary? For example, if I show you, go back to application. So if I send a mail to myself, if I send anything, as you can see for here it's just 100, but here okay, so one here, let me refresh once. One second, I'll explain you what I meant to say is, for example here we have only 100, which is for this thing, right? So if I send another mail to my primary, so as you can see 100 here, 100 here and 200s here. Basically the guy has not viewed the mail in primary and inside of our promotions, right? So to do that, what we so we have to create 5 different states, right? So we'll do that. We can also keep in one state or a different state, that's just up to you. So let's create two more states in which I'm gonna say, one second, yeah. So I'm gonna say here, you can make this here, this thing here. So I'm gonna say here, first of all, const social unread number, social set social unread number, set social unread number equals to use state of and 0 initially, and then we are gonna have const primary unread number set primary unread number of 0 initially. Then we are gonna say const inbox primary number, inbox unread number set to 0 initially, and then we are gonna have updates const promotion unread number set unread number of 0 initially, and then last one is our updates const updates unread number and use state of initial of 0, right? So now the way we are going to do is, first of all, let's do for our primary unread. So here, okay, we can wrap this up, you can close this even, and let's close this also. Yeah, so here we'll create another use effect. So inside of this use effect, let's keep it like this, and then inside of here, first of all, we are gonna say first of all, we have to basically to set a primary unit, basically how many unread numbers are primary. First of all, we have to filter out the mails, those are like we have to filter out from the received mails. For example, like I'll tell you what I mean. Let's console log our received mails. Console log our received mails. Received mails. Yeah. No, if I console log this, open up my console, Google Chrome, inspect, bring it up. Yeah, console here. Let me refresh. So here, as you can see, with these 13 mails. So in 13 mails, these contains both kind of mails of primary, promotions, updates. Then out of those, first of all, we have to filter out the mails. Those are only primary. And if you wanna, first of all, you have to filter out the mails. Those are only primary. And then we have to filter out those mails which are false, and then we're gonna get the number and then set that number whatever the amount of 100 mails are, right? For example, currently we have so we have no 100 mails in promotion. So let's see, do we get a 0 or what? So here, let's comment out it, and then let's say let array equals to received mails dot filter event, and then inside of this, first of all, we have to return only those mails whose those mails whose red is triple equals to false, right? So first of all, you'll get only those mails whose value of red is triple equals to false. Now it also depends on our received mails. So whenever the received mail changes, it will automatically change the value, right? So it depends on now it will return. Now this array will contain all those values which are all those mails that are whose object is red or false, like the red is triple equals to false. Now out of those, we have to filter out the mails which are only primary. So what we are gonna say, we say let primary unread equals to array dot filter event. Then inside of this, what we're gonna say is we're gonna return only those only those who have a category of triple equals to primary, right? So now if we console log our primary 100, let's console log our primary 100, right? Save that, go back to your application, open up your inspect, let's refresh it, let's send another mail to us. Cannot sending it my email, so let's send a mail. 1 2 3, let's send this, and if you go back to our local host, let's have a refresh, and then which one, this I think, yeah, here. So as you can see, we have only one object in right here which has got a red of false. So basically there are a lot of unreads, 100 mails you can see, lot of unreads, but we have got only those values which are primary and false, right? So now if we send another mail to us, now we should see two objects inside of our console log. Let's go back. As you can see, we see two objects that are only only primary and false. Both have got a primary value and a false. If we send another mail to our another tab, another category, for example promotions, let's send that to promotion and click on send. Now if we go back, as you can see, we still have two mails, right? So basically we know this is working. Now the thing here is we need to get the number of values are with how many values are there inside of this, basically. So what we can do is we can get the number of number of indexes there. For example, there are two index, so basically there are two index, right? The index number are 0 and 1, right? So here, so we are going, so that basically means there are total amount of two index, and then we are going to display it there, right? So since indexes start with 0, then whatever our index is, we have to do index plus 1 to remove that 0, right? So go back to the application. Now here what we'll say is, first of all we'll map through our primary 100 mails, primary 100 dot map, in which this gonna give us a value which we won't use, and here this is the same thing which you are doing here, but we'll get our index, whatever the index is. Then let's have a console log and curly brace. So inside of this, what we say is we will say let a is equals to a plus index plus 1, index plus 1, and then we are gonna set our primary 100 number to a. So basically, 1 second, and then we have to return also here we have to return something. So what we'll do is we'll return our a, right? So basically what this means is here what we are doing, we are mapping through our primary index. So for example, there are two index, so primary 100 has two index or one index, whatever the amount of indexes. So we are setting those number of index to inside to our to our set primary 100 number. So if we console log this, let's console log our primary 100 number. Now we should see two mails. Let's go back here, and the number should be 2 here. Let's refresh and open up my inspector. 1 second, here. Okay, so what is this? I think so we did something wrong. Mail context or okay, so it's some kind of a argument that we are getting. Okay, let me check what is this. So we are saying let a is equals to index plus 1 plus set primary 100 number to a, and then we are going to return our a primary 100 dot map value index console log let a is equals to, why is this error? If we say this way, 1 plus index, then 1 plus index, save that. Now if we go back to our application, let's have a refresh. Still we are getting this dispatch. What it says is error states updated hooks does not support the plus it says error state update from the use state and you do not support the plus okay, so okay, so some something is wrong here. It's kind of an error. You can say it's kind of an error. So what we are saying is, let primary use effect inside of let array is equal to return e dot read, let a primary and array dot filter, fine. Then inside of this we say primary and read number value index, let a. Okay, I think so everything is should be fine. Why is this happening then? Okay, so if we remove this thing, a1, it's number, right? It giving it as a number, then and make this one liner, cancel, save that, go back to our application, let's refresh. Now let's check what, because still we are getting if type of arguments 3 equals to function hooks does not support the plus secondary. What I'll do is I'll try copying from my original code and let's see if our original code works in this or not. Let's say it's just to check whether it's working or not, right? So now if I save this, go back to my application, now if I refresh, do I get a value? Okay, still I'm getting an error there. Okay, wait, what I'm console logging the wrong thing. No, so what are the primary and read number? It's okay, so I'm console logging the wrong thing. I have to console log my primary and read number. So set primary and read number is obviously like the way to set it, right? So I was console logging the wrong thing. So now I think so we should get a number. As you can see, we get a 0 initially. We might get 2 once our application loads. Okay, so why don't we see anything? Let's get an hard refresh. Okay, now why aren't we seeing anything? I don't get that. If I control Z, I don't know, let me start again. Okay, now we know this thing works, so what I'll do is I'll just bring my original code back, what we write. Yeah, I'll just save that and I'll just console log my primary and read number. Save that. Now yeah, let's wait for this to open. You can close this by the time. Inspect. Okay, I think so it should work now. Let's wait for this to load. I don't know why it's taking a lot of time. Okay, no, it's okay, it got loaded. Okay, so still we are getting, it's taking time to load. I don't know what's the error. So if I just say here, I just remove these. Let me just console log. Okay, so the reason is because my internet is not working for some reason. That is the reason. Okay, so internet came back, I think so. Okay, so the reason is internet. So my internet is not working, so I cannot get my this thing, both of them, not even my font and not even my all the styles, right? So I think so I'll just stop the recording, and by the time I'll have a look at the internet what's the issue, and then we'll come back. Okay guys, so my internet is back, so everything's working. Let's refresh, bring up our console, and as you can see we get 2 100s, right? The number is 2, so basically this get updated. If I send another mail, not okay, let's copy my mail again. Just get this subject of anything, let's just send it, and now as you can see we get 300 mails right there, that we know it's working. So if I make a mail scene also, if I click on this mail, so now as you can see it's now the number is 2. So basically we know this is working. So now what we can do is we can do the same thing for our rest of this social promotion important, and then we can just render these values. So now the not a big not big task is left. Yeah, like it's now pretty much easy to do it. So I'll just wrap this thing also inside of this. I'll create another use effect. In this we'll filter out in the cell, filter out just my received mails for the total for the, like, this will be the inbox. We'll be setting our inbox 100 number for the total. It will be the for the total amount of hundreds, right? So I'll create another use effect and dependency array there. So what we can do is you can just copy all of this and then we can paste it up there, and we don't need to filter out here, we just need this thing here. So if I say array, and instead of setting, we'll set our inbox 100 number to a1, and let's add receipt mail as a dependency up there, right? So I hope this makes sense. Nothing much, same thing, unbox 100 number, right? So let's create another use effect. I'll just copy this thing again, Control C. We can close this also, use effect. Okay, use it, yeah, instead of the here we'll just say socials. It was social or socials. Okay, let me console log my received mails. One second, receive mail. Let's console log that received mail, and instead of setting it, let's set it to where's our social? Yeah, here. Let's set our social 100 number. Save that. Go back to your application. Have a refresh. Open up your this. Okay, so you have 17 mails. So it was versus our social category primary. Where's in category of social? Category, yeah, it was singular. So what we'll do is just say where's our social, social, and if we are setting, okay, that's correct, setting this thing, we can, okay, we are good here. And then we can just copy paste, we can just copy all of this again, and then we can do with the same thing with our promotions. Let me check what was inside of a promotion. Does Control F work inside of this promotions? Okay, Control F works. Yeah, nice. So I'll just copy this promotions just to avoid spelling errors, and then we'll just uncomment this, and then we're gonna say set our promotion 100 to a1. Again, copy this, paste it, and instead of this we'll say updates here, and we'll set this to our updates primary 100, right? And then where is this? Yeah, we'll set this here, and now let's check if that works. First of all, what we'll do is we'll copy this. One second, I'll just close all of this. Yeah, so we can remove this even, and now I'll copy this, I'll paste it here, const value inside of our value, then primary 100 number, I'll paste it there, and then our inbox 100 number, paste it there, promos 100 number, that also needs to be pasted, and then updates 100 number. Save that. So now what we'll do is first of all we'll go to our components. I'll get all of these, we'll copy all of these values. So we'll go inside of component, inside of here we'll go to our main. Inside of our main.js, first of all let's get all of this from our mail context. In this we don't need inbox red number, we just need these 4 values. So inside of our main what we'll do, we'll go to our this inbox, where we have a button. So here this thing, right? So here first of all it's for primary, right? We'll copy this. So if the amount is 0, then we obviously don't want to see this 5 new thing here, right? So what we'll say is ki primary ANDed number, if it is not equal to 0, then only we have to show me this thing, right? And the 5, it won't be 5 here, it will be primary ANDed number. Instead of being 5, we'll say primary ANDed number here. Save that. Now let's see, do we see a primary ANDed number? Let's refresh. Hopefully we should see it. Okay, so we see 2 new. I click on, as you can see it gets updated. If I send another one, so I'll just send it here and just send another mail. I got, as you can see, it got updated to here the one. So guys, this is a glitch. I'll explain you what is this. Is a kind of a bug and I felt too lazy to fix that out. I know that could be fixed, so I leave it up to you, but after refresh it will be gone, right? So here if I say again, so it's get updated. So this thing is not as you can see, whenever it does not changes to 0 automatically. The reason for that is it's when we map through an array inside of our context, mail context.js. When we map through it, whenever the value is it does not updates. Like for example, received mail. So received mails, whenever, first of all, we have an array for how do I explain you this? Okay, let me tell you this way. For example, we have an array which have already these values. For example, we have 5 objects, 5 index in that array. Then the moment you are clicking on it, so the number of indexes are reducing, right? So whenever the index changes back to 1, like it's whenever the index there's no remaining index, so it does not works then, because then it automatically gets that 1 index and that doesn't work. So it's up to you. If you want to fix that glitch, you can do that. In my case, I won't be doing that. I felt too lazy to do. Now let's start. Also guys, okay, so one thing I noticed, there's a bit of issue here. As you can see, it has got an hover effect here, so it does not have it over here, right? So it does not give a kind of a background color, right? So we'll do that. So we'll go back to your application. So it is in main.js, right? So inside of your main.js, let me check what's the style we are giving for that. So yeah, so inside of this main underscore tab, what we'll say, just say main underscore tab on hover, give this kind of a background color. Save that, go back to your application. Okay, no, this thing, yeah. Okay, it's working, right? Perfectly working, correct. So we are done with this. So let's check this primary thing again. If that works, recipients, subject, send. Okay, works, right? Fine, great. If we send another mail to ourselves, one mail, correct. Another mail, 200s, working perfectly fine, right? Here's the 100 and the 100, another 100, right? So now next thing we can do is, let's do the same thing with our with these. So here I'm gonna say social 100 mail, social 100 mail, social 100 mail, and div social 100 mail, and if it is not equal to 0, then only you have to display me this. And then in case if it is also, then if it is not, then here is the value which you want to display. Same thing with the promotions. Let's copy our promotion also from there, promos. So here we are displaying our promos 100 number, and okay, we can say not equal to 0 to be double sure, and then not equal to 0. Then here and instead of saying to be 5 new, promos 100 number. Then here let's get our important updates or important. So inside of here, let's say if not equal to 0 and we have to display this, right? Save that, and instead of saying to be 5 new, just say it update 100 number. Save that. Now let's check how does that work. Okay, so we have 3 new here, 3 new even here. Important also, we have got 2 new. Click on this, change update it to 1 new. Okay, this is the glitch we are having. So here 2 2 1 3 2 1, correct, fine, working perfectly fine. And then if we send other mail to back to us again, and then let's just do with our promotions. As you can see, okay, so we have got 1 new mail. Let's send another mail to ourselves. We got sent, as you can see, 2 new. So basically it's working. Let's do the same thing with the socials. Social 1 new, perfect, and then 2 new. Let's check with important, and then important updates. Basically you can say that call that updates, working perfectly fine, correct. So now since that is also working, now let's have a refresh. So now let's have a refresh now to check everything's working fine. So yeah, everything, as you can see now, since hundreds are 0, we got that after refresh it says also 0 now. Okay, that's working fine. We can see all of our sent mails, also bunch of sent mails as to same people. So now let's I think it should work, but still let's check the same thing with Icongito. Let's log out from here and let's create a different account. Okay, so here guys, sometime you might get this error. So to resolve this error, what we'll do is we will make this optional. So what we say, because the thing here is sidebar is still rendered, and since we are logged out, the data is gone away, right? So what we'll say, we'll go back to our this thing, line sidebar, inside wherever we are displaying our this thing. Let's go to sidebar. First of all, sidebar, here is a sidebar. So where we have our name, where do we have our name? Okay, what's the line it's saying for the error? So it is sidebar 88. 1 second, 88 here, current user or display. So we'll give this optional. So it basically means if in case the current user does not exist, then don't worry, don't throw up an error. That's just option for you. You're just telling that refresh. So if in case and again you get this error, that means you have to do this way. So now let's create a different account. So so React.js, and then okay, let's name this. Okay, it's the name, right? So let's name this, what should I name this? Clever Fox ACD. Then here let's create an clever@gmail.com. clever@gmail.com. Password everywhere I'm gonna keep the password toolkit, so just do not forget that. Let's create that account, login, correct, fine. Okay, working fine. Now we have to do this last thing. I'll do this here also, don't worry. So let's open I will open the Icongito window. So here I'll just go to localhost 3000. I'll log in with Pulkit123, this account, sign in. I should see all my mails back again. Let's wait, and as you can see, we see this and bunch of sent mails. So now let me bring all of this side by side. So here, yeah, it's not responsive, I know that. Okay, so here if we send a mail to ourselves, yeah, if we send a mail to ourselves, we say what was the email there? Okay, so if I copy this mail and then send this mail to recipient, subject to um, let's keep the subject hello, hello this, hello how are you, and alarm response, everything, anything. So just let's send this. Let's go back, and as you can see the mail is mail's here, right? So we know basically this thing's working perfectly, there's nothing to worry about. So now the next thing we could do, now the last thing, a couple of things left. First thing is to make this thing kind of okay, what did just happen? Yeah, so here first of all we'll make this look, we'll make the total hundred, we'll show total hundreds over here, and then we are gonna display our mails. For example, if I click on this, I get to see this thing, right? So let's now work on that, and rest of the things are pretty much working. So I'll close the, so this thing is simple, there's nothing to worry about. For this we'll just go here inside of our sidebar nav button, we'll get our, from our mail context we'll get our inbox 100 number. So we'll go to sidebar nav button, inside of a use mail context, inbox 100 number, and inside of, where are we displaying here, instead of 10 I'm going to display inbox 100 number, right? Save that. Now you should see it to be okay. Let's, as you can see it's 1 now, correct? So let's send an another mail to ourselves. What is the account? Okay, this thing, and let's send an mail to ourselves. As you can see it got updated to 2, and if we send another mail to socials, let's send it, as you can see it's 2. Basically we know it's working, that's great. So now the last thing we can do is let's display let's view our mails. So this is not a something very big thing, like we already have mail, we have to just basically render those mails, right? So to do that, what we are going to do, first of all we have to set up a React Router DOM. You can do this without also setting up React Router DOM, but like React Router DOM, yeah, we actually don't need React Router DOM, but I'll just install that to make things simple. Or yeah, let's just use React Router DOM, it will be simple to do that. So it will say ki React Router DOM, for those who don't know, is basically an library and package for React in which you can like it's for a single page web application. So basically you can browse between your pages without refreshing. So what we'll say is, we'll say yarn or npm install add react router DOM. We'll just install this, and then we'll go back to our app.js. First of all we need to get our received mails from our app. So what we'll say, inside of our mail context, where are we sending our received mails, where are we sending? Okay, so now we have to, okay, well, let's get the on-screen mails only. So we'll go to app.js, we'll take our on-screen mails from const on-screen mails equals to use mail context, import that, save that. So now let's import our React Router DOM also, use import. Now the way React Router DOM work is this: import browser router as router, switch and route. So this is the way it works. So now what we are gonna, and okay, we also gonna say from React Router DOM, right? Save that. So now first of all we need to wrap all of our application into a router. Don't get confused, this is the way how React Router works, nothing too much inside of this, so don't worry for that. And then we are gonna have switch inside of this. This is also the way it works. And then 1 second, yeah, switch and wrap also inside of our application, save that. Now inside of switch we're gonna have this as in, now here its path is always gonna be the dot slash what just happened right now? Okay, so just okay, I don't know what's happening to this. Our styles just went away from for some reason, right? I think my computer's lagging. Okay, what we are getting is not okay, so it should be browser router, not browse router, browser router, browser router. Yeah, now this should work. Now if you go back to our application, then let's load it. So basically this thing, if you go back to our application, this thing we are like, when we don't have anything, then only we see this. So right, if I go back, if I open anything else, so if I type anything extra of that link, then we see a blank page. You can call this as a 404 error page also, 404 or 400, I think it's 400, whatever. So this is the basically the error page, and then you can create that error page if you want. I won't be doing it in my case. So when a user comes on this, so as you can see, when it's slash, then there's nothing inside of it, then only user sees this. But if I click on this and so this is the ID basically of this mail, so the mails are going to be rendered based on the ID, right? So if I do this, so I get to see this mail, right? So so to do that, what we are gonna do, first of all, as we know, the path is gonna be slash. So here what we're gonna say, route path equals to slash, and wrap it inside of this. So for this is what this means is, whatever your in whichever this thing, what do you say, in whichever okay, what I'm saying, in whichever link it is open. For example, whatever the link is, for example, it's localhost 3000 for now, right? I'll come in this. So if I say localhost 3000, so whenever it is this link, then it will display this app, the main application. Whenever the link changes, this or this, whatever it is, but whenever the link changes to something outside of this, it won't display this. It won't display this. It will basically an error page, right? So this is what this slash means. So now we are gonna have another route. So what we are gonna say, first of all, we'll map through our on-screen mails, mails.map. Then we are gonna get our value and index from it. Then what we are gonna return, we are gonna return our route with a path of slash, with the path of, we'll have in string concatenation, the path is gonna be slash with, and the link is gonna be our value dot id. For example, whatever the mail is, so for each of the value, it will create an for each of that mail, it will create another link. For example, there are 100 mails, so there would be 100 more links for you. If there are 10 mails, there will be 10 different links with the ID depending on their mail. So now in here, now let's just display h1 of value dot id, and another h1 of value dot body, right? If I save that, and now let's console log our on-screen mails. So let's console log our on-screen mails, save that, go back to your application, inspect, let's have this thing, not this one, yeah, let's have a refresh there, open up your inspect, and then if we go here, so if you go to a console, so here if you go to on-screen mails are only 2. So for example, this is the ID. I'll copy this ID. What I'll say is, I'll go to, now I'll browse towards this ID, and then I'm gonna hit enter, and then when I hit enter, okay, it will have this even animation, don't know. Okay, so why don't we see this? Okay, we should actually see that thing. Okay, so if the route path is okay, so we have to make this exact. The reason here is because what this actually means is when we say slash, then it does not matter whatever this thing outside of this, but the only thing should match is that this is that slash. So like what the way route works is ki whenever like we are saying path slash here, so whenever it sees slash inside of that link, it will automatically gonna render this here. Whatever the thing written outside of there is, it will automatically render that. So when it is exact, then it will only see if after localhost 3000 there is a slash or not, then only it will render this, right? So just save that, and now we should see our ID and body written there instead of this thing, right? As you can see here, we see this, and the text is also according to the ID. As you can see, hello, how are you, and lorem, right? So basically we know this is working, right? And the ID also matches from up there. We didn't hard code anything, right? You also made it hard code. So right, the next thing we now work upon is in our application. As you can see, only this thing changes, right? The rest of the application remains the same, only this part goes away and we see this thing. So the way we are gonna do this is, first of all, let's do one thing. Before we do that, let's do one thing. Let's render the person to whatever the page is according to whenever the user clicks on this. So to do that, what we are gonna do, we'll go back to our application. Inside of our mail, inside of this, we're gonna when the user clicks on this, whenever the user clicks on this, basically if the update thread is equals to false or not, there's a hook called use history. It's React Router hook. We're gonna say his const history is equals to use history, and then let's just auto import it. And then if we say here, let's say history, then and now to link and route, and link and like basically to redirect user to a different page, what we say is history dot push. Now we want to push our user to our, first of all, to us to we'll do string concatenation to slash and whatever the ID of the user is. So basically data dot ID, whatever the ID of that mail is, right? So let's save that, go back to our application. If we click on this, as you can see, whenever the user clicks, he gets redirected. If we click on this, as you can just notice whatever the body is, and as you can see the body changes, the link up there changes, this also changes. So as we know, our functionality is now complete. The another thing we need to do is we wanna just keep the rest of the application to be the same and just hide this. So what we are gonna do, we're gonna render this upon depending on our home page. So here let's app.js, as you can see that all of that renders to our home page. This main application, full application is rendered inside of our home page, right? So what we'll say, we'll go back to inside of this, we'll render our home page, home, right? So here first of all, we'll give our mail data to this mail data equals to value, right? So now inside of our now if we go back inside of our home, so now one thing we need to do is whenever we now basically we are using this to type. So whenever we whenever this is called from our, whenever we call this from right here, then like whenever we call this basically from this side, from our on-screen mails, like from our view mail, so basically we do not want to see our main. Instead of main, we want to see whatever the data is. So first of all, let's accept two props that are show mails and another one which we created just now, which is mail data. Mail data is basically to render the data whatever the use is there. So right, so here we will do an string, we'll do an if use ternary operators. We're gonna say if show mails is true, by default it's gonna be true. Basically if you don't pass in show mails, then what is the value? Then it will be a true if show mails isn't passed. Then if it is true, then just render main, and if in case it is not true, then render our mail. Let's for now just render our mail data dot body, or to check, let's render our id, right? So here it should be D capital. Save that, go back to your application, and here pass this show mails to be false. App.js, here pass show mails equals to false, right? Save that now, and here also we need to pass a key here, so we'll pass in key equals to index. Save that. Now I think so it should work. If you click on Pulkit Gupta, as you can see, it is working. Notice ID, the ID is the same ID is here and the same ID is here. So as we know now, it's working perfectly great, perfectly fine. It's clean now, and the next thing we're gonna do, we just now have to, the only thing is now left is to just style all of this. So the way we are going to style this is, so the styling is not a big task, we already have all the data, we just need to display our data and do that. So we are now almost done our application, or at least will be done within half an hour, right? I hope I have not forgotten anything, I have done everything which was shown. Anyways, so now let's go back to our application. So now let's create another component. We'll name it view mail. Inside of this, we'll create another file. We'll name it view mail.js, RAFCE. Here let's accept the mail data prop, and let's render h1 of mail data dot title. Save, and also let's import our style.css, styles.css. Save that, and let's create another file, name it styles.css. Inside of here, let's import our view mail. Save that, go back to your home. Here's our home here, home.js. Inside of this, instead of rendering this, just render your view mail and pass them, one second, yeah, import those from component index file, and then just say here mail data equals to our mail data, right? Save that, go back to the application. We should see our heading now. Okay, we don't see that, and why is it so? Let me check it. So mail data dot let's go back to, it might not be title, it might be body. Let's test with our body. If it's not the, okay, it's subject, we are taking that as a subject, right? So yeah, it should be subject there. So as you can see, we get our data, so that is not an issue. So let's go back to our application, and now let's create, so first of all, let's get this icon. So these three icons which we already have created that. So to do that, first of all, we are gonna just we'll just copy few of the things from our the main file. So we'll just write this thing here. These are, this nothing much, we already wrote this inside of our main, right? It's the same what I copied the same thing from our main, because basically the main is the main file, right? So here just import your drawer open, what was the name, content, what's the name, use local content, yeah. So just import that. So this is basically the same thing which we did earlier. So just have a checkbox here, import your checkbox, more vertical, and then your checkbox. Save that inside of control, but outside of this, create another create a div of view mail underscore body. Inside of this, create an h1 of class name of view mail underscore heading, in which we are gonna render our mail data dot subject, and just close your h1, then and then here we'll have an another class name of view mail underscore underscore sender details. Sender details. Inside of this we are gonna have an avatar, and then here we are gonna have an another div of view mail underscore underscore sender. Then here we are gonna have an wrapper, so we'll say view mail underscore underscore sender wrap, and then here we are gonna say an h1 of class name of view mail underscore underscore sender name, in which we are gonna display our mail data dot sender name, this thing, right? And now then if you go back to our application, okay, we see this. So as you can see it as, now we have to send this, write the mail. So here for this, what we're gonna say, p class name of view mail underscore underscore sender mail. So here one second, yeah, here first of all inside of this we're gonna render our mail data dot sender, and we'll just close that. So the problem here is it like in HTML it will take automatically take is a fragment. So what we'll do, we'll write we'll wrap it inside of a string, but since mail data dot sender is not a string, we have to do string concatenation, as it is taking as an this thing fragment is basically this, it's taking it as a fragment, right? So to avoid that, I'll say I'll just wrap it inside of an parentheses, and then I'll just say $sign here. So now hopefully it should work. Okay, so now here it should be inside of this curly braces. Yeah, so now everything is fine now, most probably. Yeah, so now I think we should see with email with that this thing. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so now outside of this we are gonna create another p of class name of view mail underscore underscore info, in which we are gonna say to me. So to me is basically this thing here, and then here we're gonna have outside of this we are gonna have an body and some two buttons. So outside of this div and this div, basically sender details, we are gonna have a div of view mail underscore underscore body bottom. Inside of this we are gonna have an p tag of class name of view mail underscore underscore body text, which is gonna say data dot body view mail data dot body, and then I just close it, and then I'm gonna have buttons which we have these the same buttons of this which we used for a sign out. This is not the original, this is in which we use the same button which we use for sign out. I'm gonna get that same button, I'm just gonna copy that and I'm gonna bring it here. So button, let's import that. So button and the same class name, and just copy it one more time and save that. So now we should see two buttons also. Okay, as you can see we see these two buttons also. Now let's give this let's give this thing an another class name for the margin left, and let's just change the name. So here instead of reply it should be forward, and then here it should be margin left, home underscore underscore sign. Okay, why is this thing coming up here? If I save this, why is it showing me an error? I don't know. Why is this an error? Okay, so this thing is extra over here. Yeah, this thing is extra. Fine. So here I think if we go inside of our home, right, So style.css, where it was inside of our compose, not compose, inside of our header. So header.js, where we have our buttons. Where do we have our buttons? Here, home underscore sign out, go back to view mail.js, paste forward class name. Okay, and here let's give an another class name of margin left, right? So now let's style that. So go back to your styles.css. Inside of style.css, we don't have much styles here. First of all, we are gonna give an background color of white to this thing. As you can see, we get this background color, and then we are gonna give some, I'm gonna style our heading for first. So this is the way our headings look like. Hello exclaim with an exclamation mark, and then we'll have an sender details. For our sender details, we are gonna give to this div, so this will basically align this in this position. Then again we are gonna give and send to, we're gonna style our sender's name. So this is what you're gonna style, our sender's name should look like. And then we are gonna give a display flex to our wrapper. Do that. Now that should look okay, nothing much. So it should be sender wrap in wrapper, extra p there, yeah, wrapper. Now it looks better. So here now let's give and sender email. Let's style an email, we don't need this, save that, looks better. And then here to our view mail underscore info text, we are gonna make it also a bit very look a bit light. And also one more thing we need to, for example, if here we to ourselves we send an mail, let's send a mail to myself with an very long title, this long title, and a very long input. So now you'll see an error there. Okay, so why is, as you can see, so it looks like this, right? So one more thing we'll do is what I'm thinking of doing is here I'll say this thing, I'll just, the way we give this ellipses, right, this kind of a dot slash look. So here also I'm gonna say this overflow of auto text, yeah. So here also it will get this kind of a look, so both of the places will have that. So I forgot to explain you this, what is this. So this is basically, so what this basically means is the overflow of hidden. Whenever the text gets overflow of hidden, whenever the text gets overflowed, basically it's not able to take the, like it needs more space than it's available for it, then we won't show that. And then for the text, for that overflow, we give ellipses. This is the reason why 3 dots are coming. And then we give a wrap white space of no wrap, right? So here now let's style our remaining things. Let's say view mail to our sender details, let's give a margin to about 20 pixels and then few more margins there, right? Save that, should look better, and boom, we are done. Yep, we are done with our application, I think so. Yeah, we are done. So thanks for watching this video. Should I end this? Okay, so I think so we are done. Yeah, we are done. Okay, the last thing, there's still a thing remaining. We have to, let's just deploy our application. So to deploy this application, first of all, just type npm install -g firebase tools. Install this globally for if you're doing it first time. Then sorry guys, so here I would be installing that because I already have that installed. Once you do that, just type, I'll just say firebase logout for once. You don't have to follow this step if you're doing it for the first time. Don't do this step if you're doing it for first time. So now when you come here, just type firebase log in. Now it will show you a login page for you. Then just log in. I'll do it from my another monitor. I'll just log in, go back to your VS Code, allow, So you're logged in. Those are the pretty simple steps, nothing to worry about. Then you say here Firebase init, just say Firebase init and click on proceed. Why? Click on go to, using down arrow keys, go to hosting, click space and hit enter, then hit enter again on click on using existing project. So then search for the name of the project that you created. So in my case it was this Gmail clone. I'll press enter, and here make sure you don't hit enter, you just type build over here, build. Make sure you don't hit enter, make sure that. So I'll just type build here, then I'll write yes here, single page app, and then here I'll just type no, and it's done. So the next thing I'm doing is I'll just I'm gonna say npm run build. So what this basically will do is it will remove all the unnecessary code which we have, like it will remove the unnecessary code which we don't need. For example, these node modules, everything. So it will not upload this code and only upload the necessary code which we need to for our application. So it will do that and put that inside of build folder. And the reason why we typed build inside of Firebase init, to tell that key, and just to make sure, just to tell our Firebase that it has to upload the build folder, right? So it will do every necessary, it will just add all the necessary stuff, which the necessary files which it needs to, right? So we'll wait for this, and then we'll have a last step remaining. So guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Like, we're not ending this right now, I'm just saying all the formalities. So hope you enjoyed the video, and if you have any suggestions for us, whatever you want us to create, we're planning to create a full series of all the Gmail application, most probably. Yep, I'm planning to do that, me and another guy. So we'll be doing that most probably, and then we'll just wait for this. And if you want to stay updated to our awesome content which will be coming, and which will be uploading every single video, every new we'll be uploading new video every week. So, and we'll every week we'll try to upload a major clone. For example, last time we did last time we created the animation. So here today, so we'll be uploading this Gmail. After this, we might be uploading a YouTube clone in which lot of functionalities as in YouTube also. So now, since this thing is done, deploy build, now the command is completed. So now what we say is we'll just say Firebase deploy. So it will just deploy your application to Firebase, deploy the application to Firebase. So we'll just wait for this, it will do all the necessary stuff for you. Let's wait for that. So yeah, so let's wait for that. And okay, so now as you can see, it says deploy complete. If I click on hosting URL, I'll just click it and I'll go bring up my application, and as you can see, we see a nice application, right? So now let's create an account. Let's log in with our account. It was same account which we're using here, right? So clever@gmail.com. Wait, what is this? Okay, so send. Okay, so it's not, it must be some. Please, I'll just log in with this account, and I'll just say Pulkit here. So let's click on sign in. I got signed in, great. Do I get logged out automatically there if someone signs in? Okay, we don't get logged out, so Firebase allows multiple people to be logged in at the same time. As you can see, both are the same account. So let's just check recipients of ourselves, type anything, let's send a mail, working. We got a new mail there also, unread it, let's read it. Yeah, perfect. So let's send 2 mails now. Another mail, sent. Okay, we got 2 mails. Everything must be pretty much working fine, nothing to worry about. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and okay, that was an issue. Okay, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hope you enjoyed.